Okay, we had against. Now I'll ask anyone want to speak for the motion. I'll go to Councillor Crichlow.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A lot of people haven't seen the eco report, obviously, or read the agenda, but the eco report clearly says that ongoing costs will be $26,180 per year to maintain this. And we waited 12 months. We spent 12 months testing all this, and the results show there's no significant change in water quality until two significant rain events in June 2016. Prior to these events, the water remained highly turbid and exceeded state guidelines for water quality parameters such as nitrogen, phosphate and that. And now that's in the report, Mr. Mayor. What we should be doing, quite frankly, is 2.7 hectares of land. We should be filling it in ourselves and selling it off and making some money for the cultural centre. But having said that, Mr. Mayor, look, horses exercise there of an afternoon. They exercise on the track of a morning. They exercise there of an afternoon. Right? It's as simple as that. So the water quality will remain. And Councillor Young wants us to put people in to clean up the manure. That's a team of two at 60,000 plus on costs. That's another 150,000 a year.
And clarification.
Just a second, just get the clarification. Okay, then I'll come back to you.
He wants us to do that. Look, it's a borrow pit. The sand was taken out. It's nothing else other than that. It was taken over the track. That's how we inherited it as a council. And that's the way it should be filled in, and then everybody's happy. And what Councillor Bolden said's right. That area is becoming multi-unit area, and kids will be walking in there. What are you going to, next thing, we'll have somebody pop up and say, now we've got to fence that. And there's enormous expense, because at the moment it could be a danger. Let's fill it in. You see on the screen the colour of it compared to the canal development around it. And that's where at the moment, the first one you put up, not that one that looks good there. Put the first one up. But at the moment, nothing's happening. The Turf Club have spent $4 million on making that big convention area. They're getting a lot of things happening there. They will need parking for there. And I think it's been very wrong. And I think the show could go really backwards, because they've been parking at Evandale. The people have been parking with their little kiddies and others in the stroller and walking all the way. And you can see the looks on their faces. They're not going to come back next year. And by the way, Evandale won't be there next year, because that will be taken up with cultural concerts and things like that. So there will be nowhere for them, for the people to park. It's as simple as that. Let's move forward. We're saying, okay, the Turf Club, you fill it in. You took the sand out. Now we're going to charge you to fill it back in again. Fill it in, and at no cost to council. And then you've got a very nice open area, both for the equine district and for the people to kick a football too of an afternoon. So let's move forward. We don't want this sort of thing. People in the area have told me there's swans breeding on the canal next door. They're not in that. They are dying in there, as this report said. It said the reserve contains 2.7 man-made water body, which suffers from recurrent poor water quality. The water body is subject to a range of pressures resulting from catchment land use practices and associated runoff, catchment size and connectivity, structural habitat conditions, and invasion of exotic species. Water quality is diminished by high nutrient loads, which are likely to be attributable to runoff from the equine centre. Algae blooms are relatively common, and bird deaths in recent years can be attributed to the outbreak of botulism. So it's all happening there, and that's from EcoShield. That's from EcoShore. That's from an environmental company who does reports for council. And here it is. That clearly it shows we should have done this last year, Mr Mayor, instead of saying, no, well, we won't take notice of what EcoShore's got to say. What we'll do our own testing for this year. Let's move forward and let the Turf Club figure out whether they can afford to fill it in as they took the sand in the first place. Thank you.
Here, here.